Good morning. Uh, it's a nice sunny day today. It's getting closer and closer to warm weather, too. So it seems like no matter how bad things get around us, to me, anyways, when the weather improves and gets warmer and sunnier, a lot of depression starts to fade away. So it's a good thing. Uh, in Galatians chapter 6, it says, starting in verse 1, it says, Brothers, even if a person is caught in some transgression, you who are spiritual should correct that one in gentle spirit, looking to yourself that you also may not be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so you will fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he is deluding himself. Each one must examine his own work, and then he will have reason to boast with regard to himself alone, and not regard to someone else. For each will bear his own load. I probably could have read a little bit more, but the reason, what comes to me, and it doesn't mean that's what it means, but it's just something that comes to me as what rings to me, is when it says that we should basically help one another. We should share each other's burdens. And at the end, each of us should handle our own burdens. You know, I see a lot of people at times here that don't have money. They're going through hard times. You know, and like the book of James, I can sit here and say, well, I pray for you and I hope you'll do okay. But if I have room in the house and I feel it's a safe decision to make, it's kind of upon me to actually just simply say, hey, why don't you come move in for a bit? We'll help get you through your hard time as best as we can. You're going through a hard time right now. But at the same time, if you're the type that kind of brings your own problems upon yourself, doesn't really want to go out and get a job, and you might have various problems that you bring into this house, well, then at that point there, it's not for me to take care of the burden. That was your own burden. I think sometimes we live in a life where we have certain things that we bring upon ourselves, and then we just hope that someone else will just take care of those problems instead of ourselves taking care of them. And that kind of goes along the same context of God often in the Bible clearly saying that I detest a lazy person. Now, this verse might not really have as much to do with it, but when I read about the sharing the burdens, but in the end, each of us must carry our own burden. You know, in the sense, there's a lot of people in life that work hard, you know, and they're just trying to get by, pay their bills, and if they need to, they'll even take a second job, you know, to take care of their families. And those people should be taken care of. They you know, they're showing that, hey, I'm trying to do my best. And at that point there, if we see that, it should be upon us to help share that burden with them. Help them, because they're showing that they're doing something. But then if you just see somebody in a sense that's woe is me, but doesn't really want to go out and work for it, that's not my fault. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say, well, hey, let me go out and get a second job so when I get home, the money I made from the second job I can give to you. No, no, we need to realize in a sense that we shouldn't go out expecting handouts, but hope we can get some hand ups. And that, I think that's sometimes part of the problem is we have nowadays in the way things are set up, we have many people that just simply sit back and say, well, the government will take care of me. I don't have to do nothing. And I see in the country right now a lot of jobs out there, and many people just saying, no, I don't want to work. So I don't know. It's just something that kind of to me, it's a pet peeve in a way to see someone who claims to be a decent Christian, but at the same time they're just a lazy Christian. I'll help you if I can help you. I'll help you. I try to help you get on your feet. Try to clothe you if I have something here. I'll do what I can. But at the same time, if you don't want to help yourself, that's not my fault. So a good Christian's not a lazy Christian. I don't know. That's just my little to do for the day. Have a great day. God bless. Love you much.